You know, every team that had an opportunity to draft this player in the 1980 NHL draft when he was eligible made a huge mistake. Now, when he was finally drafted by Vancouver, 157 overall by the Canucks in the 81 draft, we knew a little bit about him, that he was a great rookie sensation and youth sensation in his native Finland, but he became the first Finnish player to ever skate with the Canucks as part of that great late 70s, early 80s Finnish invasion of the NHL. So today we're talking about possibly the best pound-for-pound young player from Finland in the early 80s, Petri Skriko. Now, Petri, born in Lappeenranta, Finland, played in the Finnish number 2 league and the main senior league for 2 years with Lappeenranta, scoring 45 goals in 72 games over 2 seasons. Now, he was having strong commitment to the Finnish national team. He won a silver medal at the World Juniors for them in 81, and he was also Finland Wasama Trophy winner for Rookie of the Year in the 81 season. Again, he was not selected in the 80 NHL draft despite being draft eligible. Now, his totals with Lappeenranta were just tremendous. After he was drafted, he spent 3 more seasons in that squad, scoring 19, 23, and 25 goals in 33, 36, and 32 games. He finally arrived in Vancouver shores in 1985, put up some decent numbers as a rookie. He played his first game against Washington on October 28, 84, and in that campaign, again, 35 points in 72 games, going 21 goals. But the next 4 seasons, boys, he put the puck in the net. 86, 89, he scored 38, 33, 30, and 30 goals with 78, 74, and 64, and 66 points. He got Vancouver to the playoffs twice. Now, in 1990, he had 48 points in 77 games, including 15 goals. 91, he was traded to the Bruins for, of all people, the right to draft Mike Pekka. 9 goals that year. 92 shared time between the Boston Bruins and the Winnipeg Jets. 93, he was with the Sharks and also played with Kiko Espoo of the Finnish Elite League. But then he decided to go to Denmark, and there he became possibly the greatest player in Danish history, even though he wasn't from the country. Over 6 seasons with Herning IK, he had 37, 45, 40, 49, 38, and 26 goals, and of course broke the 100-point barrier twice, with 109 in 97 and 102 in 95. So 5'10", like 170-pounder, not again the greatest player, biggest size in the ice. But what was nice about him, he could play right and left wing. Now, his last claim to fame, of course, was the 91 playoffs for Boston, where he had 8 points in 18 games. Now, you look at these rough totals with the Danish Elite League, 549 points in 249 games, almost a goal a game pace. In the NHL, he had 183 goals, 222 assists for 405 points, and in the Finnish Elite League, 92 goals, 82 assists for 174 points. So he put up 500 goals in Major League Hockey, plus a few counters in the playoffs. But on an international level, European Junior Championships in 1980, 3 goals and 4 points. World Juniors in 81 and 82. The second juniors was tremendous. 15 points in 7 games, including 8 goals. Played the 83 Worlds for Finland. Played at the Olympic Games in 84 for the squad. Then played Canada Cup for Finland in 87, played at the World Juniors in 87 as well, and with Finland the Canada Cup again in 91, and then his second Olympic Games in 1992. Now, if you look at the raw statistics, doesn't tell the whole story. He was sort of like the Mats Naslund style of European players that were very popular at the time. Now, he retired in 1999, like again, a very, very strong award-winning career. He was the Vancouver Molson Cup 3 Stars leader in 87, was the Vancouver McLean Trophy winner for points in 86 and 89. He set the Vancouver records for most goals in the game, 4 versus the Rangers on November 21st, 86, and the most points in a one playoff game, 3 versus Calgary on April 13, 89. He was a Vancouver goal leader in 89 with 30, assist leader in 1990 with 33, playoffs assist leader in 89 with 5. Again, he was the first Finnish player to play for the Canucks. Now, the big problem, unfortunately, with him was a series of nagging injuries. He missed start the 85 season with torn ligaments in his left thumb, an injury suffered during training camp. But he overcame that early injury bug. He was named the NHL Player of the Week for November 23rd, 86. But he also missed part of that year with a hip pointer. He eventually tied Vancouver's single game season record since broken for shorthanded goals with 6 in 87. He also set the tally for the most assists by a left wing for Vancouver with 41 in 87. Now, 88, the injury started to crop up. He missed most of the season with a bruised knee and a sprained ankle suffered in October and January of that season. He also missed parts of the 89 campaign with a strained knee, again, suffered in December 88 and with a twisted knee during a February 12th game versus Buffalo. Now, he set the Vancouver record since broken for assists in one playoff series with 5 versus Calgary in 89. He also missed part of the 89 season with the flu in March 1990. He also missed part of the 91 season with the Charlie Horse. Now, he was loaned by Winnipeg to Finland for the 92 Olympics because Skriko had requested permission to play in the international event. He eventually signed with San Jose as an unrestricted free agent on August 27, 92, but missed parts of the 93 season with a pulled groin during a game in Detroit and re-aggravated that a month later. He was eventually released by San Jose on November 30th, 92. Now, again, the big playing, of course, Lappeenranta and Isbu, and of course, Herning of Denmark, and he is Olympic tally, 6th in 84, 7th in 92, Canada Cup 87, they were 6th, while 91, the big tournament, they were 3rd place. World Championships, who was 7th in 83, 5th in 85, and 5th in 87, and the World Juniors, of course, he won a bronze in 82. Now, it was Denmark championship with his squad in 94, 95, 97, 98, and it was also there as a championship leader as head coach in 2001. Made the Finnish Hockey Hall of Fame in 2004, and was Denmark's Player of the Year in 95 and 97. Best forward of the World Juniors in 82, Finnish All-Star First Team in 84, World Junior All-Star First Team in 82, that big campaign on the big line, Denmark's assist leader in 96, World Junior Champions goal leader in 82 with 8, and eventually became again the head coach with Herning for a season, and was led Lappeenranta behind the bench for about 2 seasons between 2001 and 2003. Now, what was kind of ironic here, ladies and gentlemen, he also served 10 months in the Finnish Army after being drafted. He also was active in public service as he worked as a firefighter during his off-seasons and playing days in Finland before coming to Vancouver. Now, the big line, of course, he played on the World Juniors in 82, was with Raimo Suominen and Risto Jalo for Team Finland. The trio set a record since broken for most points by one line in one tournament with 46. Tremendous. Now, he led Finland with 10 points in the 84 Olympics, and also his number 9 with Lappeenranta was retired upon retirement. Now, again, the big deal as well, the second-round draft picks, which turned out to be Michael Pekka, but Boston got him for, kind of a low ebb. But the thing is about Petri, what was kind of ironic here, he'd be interviewed sometimes, he spoke very, very good English, and he said, how do you like playing in Canada? Was that Vancouver just outstanding, because Vancouver had that open style. If anybody was going to mimic a European style at the time, was most of the Canadian teams like Calgary, Vancouver, Montreal, sometimes Toronto. But it was a good fit for him for Vancouver. When he showed the late game, Jim Houston, God bless his soul, would always saying, Petri's going to be hot tonight. They were using the word Petri as being hot. But I mean, when I watched him in his prime, probably one of the most pure goal scorers ever to come from Finland in that very, very dangerous mid-1980s NHL, because people were headhunting him quite a bit. And I don't know exactly why he wasn't a contender for the Lady Byng, because if you look at his penalty totals, he would never take a stupid penalty. I think over his first 3 seasons in the NHL, he only had 88 Benson penalties. But I think what really hurt Vancouver, you only saw him in the playoffs twice, in 86 and 89, the post 1982, Stanley Cup malaise, as we say. But for a lot of people, and this is just me, that 86 season when he had 78 points, including 38 goals in 86, boys, that was what a great campaign for Vancouver. And Vancouver had a very balanced attack. But I always wonder if you put him with like a bigger club like the Islanders and the Rangers, where somebody would protect him off the war. He took a lot of crap in front of the net, because when you start scoring 30, 35 goals a season, you're kind of a marked man. And like I said, there were some nights where he was the only offense working on the road, and he would get a lot of his big points on the road in those key matches. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the story of the legendary Petri Skriko. If you like what we're doing here with our Vintage NHL podcast, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, and requests are always accepted and always pretty considered, as we like to say. Have a good evening and stay safe, stay warm. Bye.